check it.
Tell me you love me. Tell me no one comes above me. Tell me that it's all for me. Tell me nothing can come in between. Tell me you love me. Tell me no one comes above me. Tell me that it's all for me. Tell me nothing can come in between. I got to know that it's all mine. I gotta know that it's all for me. I ain't got time to be guessing. You know these niggas be stressing me. Boy, I ain't trying to impress ya. I know you know just what I mean. Bag you like a criminal. Hold you tight and never ever let you go. Give your love and that's sensational. Do you right and sit you on a pedestal. Cause I know these peasants be choosing, but baby, you gotta be the only one for me. Bag you like a criminal. Hold you tight and never ever let you go. Give your love and that's sensational. Do you right and sit you on a pedestal.
Yo, you're messing them, man.
Yeah, man, if you just tune in, big up yourself. If you're out this another world and just tune in this Monday.
Right now, Pillow Talk plays the number one sound.
Pillow Talk TV, them are the B-L-E-T-T-E-S-T. No other program can't test, got them L-A-M-E, yup.
Alive. I miss a Pillow Talk show. Yo, that show, you're so nice. Yo, when I G was representative, I have to make sure I keep it locked in. The Pillow Talk show.
Yo, this is Tanya Tune.
Monday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
We don't know, sir, every Monday. From 9 to 11, it's a Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk TV, Monday night from 9 to 11.
Don't touch the dial, don't move, don't do a flipping thing.
Log on. Yeah. Wanna move. Pillow Talk. Yeah. What kind of talk? Pillow Talk, Ufa Talk, your talk, my talk, your talk.
Pillow Talk, ladies, you drive me crazy. On and gone. Yeah.
It's all about Pillow Talk, baby.
Pillow Talk, you know that. Pillow Talk Radio. Hey.
So big up Queen in the building right now. You just a tune and big up everybody what they so log in. And I do the share them and one bag of something right now.
Yeah.
So Queen, I know this is more of a Caribbean show. Right?
That's cool.
So,
that's cool.
But you're an artist from Orlando here?
Yes.
And you started in
this
Orlando
neighborhood
here?
right here.
So from Pine Hills area?
Pine Hills, West Orlando all day.
How long you been doing the music thing?
Oh, I mean, professionally, I've been doing music since 15 years old.
Okay.
Okay. I started young, like 4 years old, singing at church.
Church,
that's where it started. It's my stomping ground.
So, me and a friend had a conversation about singers at church and the choir itself. That it's more of a volunteer work. Right?
For sure.
So we're going to say it's volunteer for them.
Volunteer.
They don't have to be
work.
great singers to go to the church and sing. But how do you get a choir to sound good?
Lots of practice.
Okay, so these ladies or gentlemen are doing on their spare time and they're doing it in the word of God. So they're going forth and they come up there and they're singing there. And most likely the lead singers who are great are the front singers, correct?
Right.
And then the people that are not too great, but they're
they in the background.
But they're singing.
Yeah.
And let's say the church
they drowned out.
Let's say the church have 10 people in the choir. And you're the lead singer. And you have 2 others that sing good. And there is so 3 of you guys are good, and basically 4s, they're all right.
You gotta teach them how to blend in.
That's what you teach them?
Yeah. Not to, you go to, some singers like to sing just loud.
Okay.
They don't sing very well, but just loud. You gotta teach them how to just, blend in. Don't scream, just blend.
And how long does it take to learn that skill of blending in?
Honestly, I don't know. It take a couple practices.
So remember, majority cannot sing. Or they singing what they thought the bathroom singing.
But at least, it don't take much to hold a note.
Okay.
It don't take much to hold a note. As long as you can hold a note, the quality don't have to be that well.
Okay, so how do they learn to that note, right? So you said practice, and I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Now, if you're tone deaf, you can't teach someone who's tone deaf. That's unfixable.
Maybe you can teach me to hold a note. Let's try me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're in
Get the
church.
tagaphone on.
Okay, let me hear what I'm working
So
with.
like, what do I need to
She
sing
can't
first?
sing.
Okay.
Who told you I can't
cannot
sing? He
sing.
doesn't know. He has no clue.
She can't sing.
All right.
Whether
Okay.
I
So
can sing.
okay. All right. So, let me hear you say, "Praise the Lord."
It's not gonna sound like that.
Praise the Lord. Do you see that? Did you hear that? What?
Even listening.
What?
Try
Did
it,
you hear
try
that?
He wasn't even listening.
You try your praise the Lord. Let me hear first.
Praise the Lord.
Okay.
Praise the Lord.
That's all like talking.
That's all you need.
Talking.
That's perfect.
But okay, so the choir.
So
now.
how do I fix it though? How do I fix it? What do I need to do?
Honestly, it don't need to be fixed. It's perfect right there.
That don't sound
Really?
good.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to say something else.
That
Let me
don't
see.
sound good to me. That sound like she talk.
He just can't
Because,
stop
all right,
hating.
remember.
We throwing
just can't
shade.
stop
We
hating.
No,
throwing
no,
real
no, no,
shade.
no,
We
no,
throwing
no.
real shade. All right.
Okay, all right. Let's say she was part of the choir, and that didn't sound bad. So,
No, that was amazing. That was amazing.
but when it's amplified with the loud system, and these ladies are supposed to sing in harmony, they're not supposed to be just doubling your voice because you're doing a great job.
No, they're not gonna sing in harmony because that's too hard.
That's too hard.
They're gonna sing in unison.
Unison.
They're gonna all sing the same note.
All 10 people up there that you got. So remember, it's a 10 choir, 10 ladies.
Say if I got 7 people who can just hold a note,
Hold a note.
doing the harmony may be too complicated. Now that's gonna take us a couple months to nail down.
And the word of God is we only can make it on Sunday. We only can make it on Sunday. Choir practices.
Y'all
So
gonna
you
have to come
teaching
in
them
early.
they get taught the same note. Just practice that note for these
Yeah, and
songs.
it's normally not hard. I'm telling you. And then you gotta think about it. We're in a church setting, so it's the vibe. It's the Holy Spirit. So once people start feeling that, it don't really matter what they hear as long as it's praises to the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so the reason why this conversation came up because we were he's working with a church now, and he said, "Hey, the ladies, they're good, but we wanna get our choir great."
Okay.
So I said, "Well, that comes obviously with practice, as you said.
Practice.
Most of these people are just forwarding on their time off,
Right.
and they're not, but they're singing. So how can you tell somebody you cannot sing, so don't come back to practice?
You don't.
You cannot, right?" I agree.
You can't. You
can't tell
don't. Mm-mm.
can't
But
tell.
it's so funny you said that because my best friend, right? She was telling me, because I've had, the opportunity to be part of some pretty awesome choirs, and
Yeah.
I haven't really experienced being in one that's too bad. But she was telling me, like, growing up singing in church, the choir director, they be singing and they be off key. She'd be like, gotta do better than that. So I mean,
so she's
sometimes you just need a good hype man,
So she's the person up there. Okay.
Right. She's normally the one that runs the practices. So
Okay.
yeah, when it comes time.
So you cannot single anybody out.
No, it's a group effort.
Group effort.
So it's not just one person sound bad. We all sound bad.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And you just tell the person that doesn't sound too good. Do you draw the mic from them and say, "Listen, what can I give you?"
Well,
a mic?
what you do is you only put like 2 mics in front of the whole group.
Okay, so
So no one.
hopefully this person is hopefully this
the
person,
better ones.
Right.
Yo, T, pay attention to this right now because we're teaching you how to get the choir to sound good. He said if there's 5 microphones, cut them out.
Yeah, not only that, so you give everyone who does have a strong voice their own microphone,
But
and
she
they're
might
still
think she has a strong
singing,
voice.
but they're still.
Don't point
That's
at me.
fine. Her voice
Don't
is.
point at me.
She can hold a note. You sleep on her. You sleep.
We're just giving her that she can. We're just putting her in the sense that she can sing. I'm not saying she cannot sing. We're putting her in the space
Okay,
that, as,
all right.
as one of the
okay,
choir
all
person
right.
that can sing.
Okay.
So she can't sing. But she has a strong voice.
She gets a
And we
mic.
don't want her to have a mic because she's gonna drown out the good singer.
No. So
Confidence.
Listen, all the good singers have a microphone. And so they sing in unison along with the choir, or they do the harmonies, and it just blends nicely. It's just a balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The good singers drown out the bad ones.
you think that's true?
Yeah.
10 singers, 7 is no good, 3 is good. the 3 will overpower the 7 bad singers.
Yes, I'm telling you, because they're the only 3 that have a microphone. They're
So do
amplified.
you still go to church?
Yes, I do.
The same church?
Well, so my hometown is Gainesville, Florida. So the churches that I went to or that I started singing at was a tent church. It was like a revival. That's the first church I ever attempted to sing a solo at. I ran off a stage, and then
Because you didn't sound good? Or just
I
scared?
was scared. I was 4 years old, and it was like a tent revival. So you could just imagine how many people were there. If you know anything about tent revivals, it'd be swole.
So I guess you consider yourself a woman of God, right?
For sure.
So what are your thoughts on marriage?
Marriage is essential. Marriage is a blessing.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, I know you
No,
can't
no,
put that.
I'm
This is
not-
Uh-oh.
Hold on,
Touchy
hold on.
subject.
This is, no, we can't see the subject.
What are your thoughts?
We're trying to, because this is a
We will get back to
hold
it.
on, no, this is a serious subject we're trying to get into. Hold up. So I'm trying to give the knowledge out there.
We will get back to it.
Hold on, no, we're not.
We will get back
We can
to it.
pass it. Can pass it and be done with it.
I hope so, because
I'm trying to get the idea that with church, with the choir and everything like that.
we got that already.
Hold on. Maybe they didn't get it
She
right.
was doing choir years ago. She's way past the choir stage.
Right, but I'm trying to.
Well,
we're trying to educate how to
actually-
get a choir to sound good.
Actually,
not
I
about
just started mentoring at 360, 360, which is a youth center out there on Orange Blossom Trail, and we're actually starting a youth choir. So,
Okay.
but
This can pertain to that too, yeah.
But these young ladies and gentlemen, they got voices though. So I'm working with a good crowd. I don't have any.
So the
tone
advice you
deaf.
gave so far was to sing more in unison and not to sing in.
Right,
any
don't
kind
make it complicated. Just start
complicated.
with the bare minimum.
and
Yeah.
remove the mics from the bad singer.
Yeah, just give them 1 or 2 mics that spread throughout the group. No one is directly in front of it. And yeah.
Can you and don't cut nobody.
No.
Okay.
No,
All right, see
they
that?
they trying to do work
I mean,
for
if
the
the person
Lord.
in charge of that choir didn't know those stuff too, like they didn't remove that person. For starters, remove that person from the beginning of the choir, the head of the choir. But how about that?
Well,
They won't be considered as head of the choir.
But he's saying they're the head of the choir.
no, I didn't say that. I said this is the audio people.
Oh, okay.
It's the audio people. We're trying to
Okay.
get audio better.
And you give a couple people a tambourine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You just make it a whole experience versus
Okay.
the quality. You just make it an experience. Yeah. Yeah.
See? Go ahead now. Thank you for that answer.
No worries.
So for marriage,
Okay.
we had some ladies come here that say like they don't agree with like if your man wants something to eat, you cook for him. Like if you're not married yet, rather, sorry. You're not married yet, but you want to be married. Would you cook for that man before you get married, or you have stipulations before you know?
Well, here's the thing. No man can turn you into a wife. You're born either wife material or you're not. So with that being said, a particular quality of woman, especially in a relationship that she's hoping will go to a marriage level, I mean, it's going to be hard for her to not show or to play her best card when trying to, because let's just get down to it. Being in a relationship that you want to be a marriage is just an audition. So you got to show what you're working with.
Right.
Yeah, if you
I
can't
agree.
cook, who going to marry a woman who can't cook?
Well, she probably could cook, but she don't want to cook just because you want.
Hold on, let me ask you this. What age were they? Are they millennials? Because
Well-
millennial women are different. They built a little
what
different.
age group you
They
think
might have
that
been a little
was?
young,
That said they're not
It
going to
was
cook.
like 30. Yeah, about
but
30.
they never been married before.
No, they never been married before.
That's a red flag.
If you've never been married before 30, is a red flag?
I mean, if you in your 30-somethings and no man hasn't proposed to you or you haven't been in that situation where that's where you're going, then it's a red flag.
That you need to learn to cook or do something else. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me say this, because I'm divorced. I was married. I've probably been divorced maybe for a year now. I was married for 3 years, and I couldn't really cook. I mean, I could cook. I couldn't really cook that well, but it's something about when I got with this man and I started cooking for him, I was throwing down. I don't know what it was. I don't know if God gave me the gift overnight or if it was just a passion that I had for the relationship. So
to find a way to learn how to do it.
Right, looking up recipes, watching YouTube videos, Food Network, I started figuring it out. So I just feel like, a wife has particular characteristics to be a wife. You gotta know how to cook. How you gonna be a mom? You can't cook.
Right. But I mean, she might know how to cook.
But she doesn't want to for this man.
Right.
Until.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's like okay, so.
Or wash his clothes, or.
So let's look at that double standard, right? You get a husband, you want him to be a provider, you want him to be a gentleman, you want him to blend in well with your family, but if he ain't already paying bills, if he ain't already opening doors, and he ain't your mom's favorite, are you going to marry this guy?
Right.
Come on, so you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying the woman isn't the prize. The woman is the prize, but at the same time, what you get in the beginning, that's the person that you're going to be with the whole time. People don't just change overnight. So if you're not offering those things to begin with, you probably ain't even going to offer them after a ring.
Right. So do you think a relationship it should be 50-50?
No, hell no.
So the man should pay all the bills?
Majority of the bills, yeah, for sure. What happened?
And then what do you do with your money?
I'm listening right now.
I'm listening too.
What happened?
I'm listening right now.
I don't believe in 50-50. Actually, that was a deal breaker for me. I don't do 50-50 because the thing is that, a man might just pay to go to work and pay all the bills or split the bills 50-50 with you, but you still got to cook for him. You got to clean up after him. You got to be nice to his mama, and you got to be submissive to this man. I'm just being real.
You have to be nice to your mother. Is something important.
Mother-in-laws are terrible.
It's a duty, like a
It's a job.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah, for sure. Because just think of the dynamics of a mother and son relationship. And no matter how nice this woman is, she's going to always treat the woman in her son's life a little funny. So you got to put up with that shit, Okay. That's a job. That's part of the job description.
So don't you think it would be good to be just on our good side regardless? Not really making
No,
it
for
a job?
sure. That's what I'm saying.
But why does it have to be a job, though? Like, if you're just a nice, likable person, why would mommy have the stepmom?
Because when mom says those sly, slick comments to you, throwing shade on the low, you gotta tell yourself, don't say nothing. Just smile. Just act like you ain't hear it. That's a job. You stepping outside. You have to step outside of your character to be a likable person for this woman all the time.
And is that what you try to do during your
For
time?
sure. That's your man's mom. Of course you want her to like you and have favor with you. If not, your relationship might turn for the worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So men should listen to their mothers, though.
Yeah, but when they get a wife, they need to listen to their wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you believe in submission? It goes both ways too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you got to give to get. Especially in a marriage, but 50-50, especially financially. So what I was going to say was basically if a woman, I don't need to have a husband to split bills with me, right? I could just get an apartment or a house with my best friend and we could split bills 50-50. I don't need a man sleeping in my bed every night to split bills with me. I ain't looking for a roommate. I'm looking for a leader, a provider, a king. The king holds most of the weight. He's the king sitting at the throne. Come on now.
So what do you
what does
it just don't make any sense to me.
So me understand the king's role in your life. It's somebody that has to do what? As you say, you're not looking for 50-50. What is that?
It's not that I'm not looking for anything. I mean, I got what I need, but I'm an independent woman. I could do 100% by my damn self. And I could do 50-50 with my best friends or my sister.
So what does the man have to do?
He needs to pay majority of the bills. Okay. He needs to be financially stable independently before he even wastes my time so that he can do that comfortably. He needs to be a gentleman. He needs to be a listener and receptive of my thoughts and how I feel.
You know what year we there now? What year we're in?
Yeah, but yes, that's very true. But also, this is another thing that I tell a lot of women, right? Because I get into these debates on Facebook all the time because I say 50-50, I'm not doing, but I actually made a post. I was like, before you jump in, and this was a while ago, before you jump in my DMs, just know I don't do 50-50. And the post went ham. And I just had to tell some of the women on there because they were like, I ain't never met a man who do 100% of woo-the-woo. But also, you know, you have to know your value and know your, you know, where you at in life and respect that level. So you can't just be a certain type of female looking for a man who's up here and you down here. I mean, you get what, you know what I'm saying? I've never had an issue having these type of, every man that I've ever dealt with already know what's up with me, and it's never been an issue for me. So a certain quality type of woman just don't have a certain type of problem.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have your values, that's what you want.
That's where it is.
And you just
take it or leave it. I'm going to tell you
that
at first conversation.
So okay. So we go out on the first date. I pay.
Yeah.
All right.
Course.
So yeah. So literally I didn't show you nothing new. How would you know? As in, you know, you like me or whatever. So all of that's out of the way. You like the person, you go out on the date. He takes care of the bill, he does that, he's the gentleman, he opens the door, he does all that.
Oh, okay.
When do you find out? How do you know then? Because we had a conversation that within 2 months, the guy is supposed to know that he wants to marry you. Or that, and then you were supposed to know that you want to marry the guy too, because it has to both work.
You said within 2 months?
Within 2 months.
A man knows immediately.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm not debating anything.
Okay.
So the question then is, how do you know if he's going to be the provider in for going forward, instead of this just being something he's just trying to get to where his goal is?
Queen vibes, queen rules. You have to know what questions to ask, especially on the first date. Discernment, thank God for discernment. It's a beautiful thing, and if you don't believe in those type of things and you all into the universe, intuition, a woman has intuition, right? So, and especially when you've been, every woman at a certain age has dated a certain amount of men, so you just know the warning signs.
Okay.
And most importantly, you ask the questions, and if you don't ask the questions, you make the bold statements like, I don't believe in 50-50. How you feel about that? Or I don't believe in cohabitating before marriage. How you feel about that? You know, you gotta ask the right questions.
Okay.
Yeah, he gonna get the vibe. He gonna know what type.
He may not know what cohabitating means. He say, "Yeah, I don't believe it either."
Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. You don't know what cohabitating means, then King. We probably ain't on the same level.
That's these big questions, these big words, man. Just hey, I'm paying for the date tonight. What else you want? All right.
And then also, and you said how do you know he's just not doing the bare minimum to get what he wants? Well, first of all, as a queen, you never give up your goods before, because let's just be honest, a woman's heart and her feelings are directly connected to her vagina. So if you don't have any feelings for this man, don't lay down with him. It takes time to acquire feelings for someone to get intimate. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jumping in the stack with somebody because you think they got some money. If you messing with a man just because he got money, then queen, you need to reevaluate yourself and go get you some money.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so you go out, he invites you out to dinner.
Okay.
And then you invite your friend.
Is he a sugar daddy?
No, you like this guy.
So why you invite your friend?
I don't know.
Okay.
What you did anyway.
Why we don't know.
Okay. Okay.
He shows up.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he supposed to pay for your friend?
For sure. And he supposed to tell her. And without him saying I'm paying for it, he supposed to let her know, order what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. Order whatever. Those the vibes.
No, is that what you okay, so should he I want to make sure I said the right thing. Should he at least ask you, like, okay, so remember, you guys the conversation was that he showed up and she was already there with a friend. But he said, hey, babe, we're going to go out. And this is like maybe date number 3.
Okay.
So he shows up, you're there with your friends already. So he sits down now, he orders his food, the check comes. So that's the scenario we're talking here.
Okay.
So he's definitely, most likely a gentleman, he's going to look out for you right away, right? That's not even a question.
Yeah, it's not even a conversation.
So the conversation be as in you looking at your friend like, what's up now? Or he should just be the man and say, hey, I got everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what if you just went out to the club and he's there, or is he supposed to buy both of you drinks? You got 5 friends with you.
So I went out to the club and I ran into him?
Right.
No.
Okay.
Because then when he does that, then that means that I am then obligated to spend the rest of my night with this man. I'm out with my friends. This is a girl night. Nice to see you. He could buy me a drink. He need to go on about his business, and we're going to go on about
But if he buys you
business.
and your friends a drink, that means you have to entertain
Right,
him.
and I don't want to tag along. This girl night.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good. I'm buying everybody drinks. You good, Poppy?
So
Yeah.
do you ever believe in taking the guy out then?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how I feel. Women like to be spoiled, and we like gifts and stuff too. So why don't you think men like these same things? I mean,
So Valentine's Day is coming up. Mm-hmm. Do the men and the women get a gift?
so I a part of me feels like Valentine's Day is just for the women. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if you have a king, show him that you appreciate him, especially on Valentine's Day. Not just with some cute lingerie and all that. Like I said, men like gifts too.
What type of gifts do men like, Ting? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
We don't want no
on-
damn chocolate.
Okay, so you don't want no chocolate. What do you like? What do men like?
Okay, because because the world don't have it that Valentine's Day is for a man, right? So the only day we really have is Father's Day.
Yeah.
And then probably the next thing would be Christmas.
And your birthday.
And a birthday, right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Valentine's Day is not, and for whatever reason, it's for the woman, right? And I
Okay.
think everybody understands that.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to be looking for more romantic something, something more
So it's
intimate.
Okay, so
We don't want to
intimate
watch.
gifts.
We don't want to gift. We want lingerie and we want
Okay.
you're looking good. We
Okay.
don't want a bonnet.
No bonnets
How
on
do you bring up
Valentine's Day,
bonnet?
women.
Do you go to bed with a bonnet?
For sure.
But
I
if
mean,
you-
I'm actually, I actually have a bald head, but when my hair is done, yeah, for sure.
So if he didn't want you to wear a bonnet, would you wear the bonnet or you wouldn't wear the bonnet?
Why would he want me to wear a bonnet? What you mean for Valentine's Day?
No, if he didn't want you to wear the bonnet around the house, but you could wear it to bed, but not around the house.
that sounds like
I think-
that sounds like
I
a
really
personal
think about that.
problem. That sounds like a personal problem. Like
So
I don't want you wearing slides with socks, but you're gonna do it anyway, ain't you? I'm just saying.
no, she right. So let's say no. Man, I'm talking about. We were just talking Valentine, right? I just was saying that one day,
Okay.
right? I want if you're gonna do something for me, then do what I'm looking to get that day.
Right, no, for sure. You can't treat people how you want to be treated. You treat people how they want to be treated. Yeah.
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, yeah, he gonna do whatever you want, so you need to make sure he's reciprocating that same energy, for sure.
So we're gonna circle back to Valentine's Day. So let's get back to your career now. So you started off as in the church, and you was the 4-year-old that went up on stage and you run off, and then mommy grabbed you in the back and said, "What's wrong with you?" And she shook you a little bit. And,
No. She just everybody, the whole crowd laughed, and she just hold me. I was 4 years old, you
Right.
know.
and you took it from there, started to sing, and then. So what made you want to be the artist, Queen Logic now?
Well, so I come from a musically inclined family. My dad's a singer, plays 3 or 4 different instruments. Grew up watching him in bands. My mom is one of those, Christian ladies. Like, she can hold a note. She can't really sing. Watched her sing in mass choirs my whole life. My brother has been making beats since he could turn on a computer. I just come from a musically inclined family, and I always did before I became a solo artist, I did duets. I was in a girl group with another young lady, and I did a rap singing duo with Owen, and we had unique chemistry, and we opened for, he was a rapper, I was a singer. We opened for like Lenny Williams, Cupid, Drew Hill, all those people. And then I realized that being in a group is hard. Like, that person has to match your ambition, your passion for this vision that you have, and very hard to do. So I'm like, it's time for me to just cut the cord. Stop trying to rely on somebody else on stage, because being on stage is very hard. Everybody's looking at you, and I just went for it. One day I literally called my best friend. I was a pawnbroker working at Cash America, and I said, you know what? I'm ready to be a solo artist. It's time to jump off the porch. That's just what I did.
And then when you took that leap of faith in your career, did you like quit your job and say, this is what you're going to do permanently?
No, hell no.
Okay.
No. So, you know, coming from a family of musicians, I know that if you quit everything and just live for the passion of music and your vision of being a major artist and breaking through major platforms, you're going to be broke. I can't do broke.
So
I can't do it. I can't live life like that.
You're supposed to find a guy that helps you, right?
So it's not about finding the guy. He got to find me.
You got to find you, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so what are the struggles you've been through so far?
As far as music goes?
As well, music, yeah.
Oh, man, it's so hard being a woman in the music industry. It's male-dominated. So the hardest thing is, you know, people reaching out to you saying, oh, I believe in you. You're so talented. I want to produce this for you. I want to do this for you. And it's all just to try to holler. Like, damn, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. Why you call me over here, come over here for a session, and all you came over here just to ask me you called me over here exploiting my dreams just for me to come over here, and you just want to holler at me? That's whack.
So you're saying you think it happens to the majority of the female artists?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's hard to be taken seriously. You really have to have morals and demand your respect in this industry, or you can be like every other female or stereotypical female that they say made it to the top and slept her way to the top. It's hard.
You know, Cardi B has said something I thought was deep. She said that one-hit wonders usually write their own music. That they insist on writing their own. So you want to keep writing your own?
Oh, no. I have to be honest. At first, I was a little closed-minded about it because I write my own music. But I actually had an opportunity to work with Merv, who's actually in Out the Gate, and that was my first time. I've tried to work with other songwriters before, and it's just like the vibe, the chemistry just don't be there. But when him and I sat down to write songs, it was magic. And I listened to it, and I'm just like, this is something that I couldn't have done by myself. So I feel like it's definitely needed to go to the next level and take your sounds to the next level for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So since you've been through all of that now, it's obviously molded you to what to look forward to when you're going to produce a call you or something like that. You probably have your answers already scripted.
They know the queen now.
So do you have management? Do you have like a label you're working with?
I am with the independent label Q on Track ENT, and they do like all my promo, music videos, things of that nature. But the field work is still me doing the hard part, which is getting in the studio, finding the beats, procuring the music, things of that nature.
All right, so 2020, we're in 2022. And do you feel that the selection of who they're going to work with has more moved to looks more than artist quality?
No, it's about money.
So, right, so are you marketable, yes or no?
Oh, I'm definitely marketable.
No, I'm saying, is that what they're looking at? Is that what they're looking at? Are you marketable with looks as whatever?
I mean...
And then her voice sounds good after that.
Honestly, it isn't even about that anymore. It's about your following.
Okay.
Do you already have a fan base? Do you have visibility for us to work with? Because honestly, the quality of music has definitely fallen below standards these days. It's just about who has the most views, who has the most followers. You got it, we can work.
And you feel, okay, so I'm taking it, you gave yourself did you give yourself the name Queen Logic?
Queen Logic, I did.
Okay, and
self-proclaimed title right there.
Why did you work with that?
Well, so initially, I just went by Logic. Since I started doing music as a solo artist, even when I was in groups, I always went by Logic. But you know, there's Logic, the rapper.
You're right.
Put in Logic in Google, he pops up. So it's like, hey, we can't be marketable as Logic. There's already a Logic. So how do I change my name, but without changing who I am as an artist or what that name means to me? And I was like, it just came to me one day, Queen, because I am a queen, So it just worked for me.
So in case you just tune into Pillow Talk, we're talking to Queen Logic right now about our musical endeavors in life. We're gonna get. I'm telling you, I have a lot of questions to ask you. I got tons of texts. Ask this woman here because they're like Valentine's Day coming up. We need some answers, right?
Talk to me.
So but before we leave that, and the song that you're putting out right now, you said it's called like. You call it In Between.
It's In Between
and
Part 2.
And you call it Part 2. So you did Part 1 already.
Correct.
And what was the idea of Part 1?
Part 1 was, can I roll all your blunts for you? Can I count all these rags for you? Can I know your dream? Can I be your queen?
Actually, you need for call.
I know. Trust me. I was sitting here.
Stop it!
Thing. I'm right on it. That's why you're my Betty. Because I'm sitting here listening and I'm like, ooh, that's
nice. Great voice right now.
Thank you.
So when you came up with the Part 1, right? I guess people loved it, or you just followed up with it. Is that what's going on here?
Yes,
like story.
People loved it. Yeah, In Between was about, and it's kind of like every woman's story. Like you meet this guy, he's that dude, but he's busy. He's a busy man. He run businesses. He making money. But how can I get in between your schedule? I know you're busy. You always counting money. Well, let me count your money up for you. I see you on the phone. But let me roll your blunt for you. Let me fit anywhere in between I can so let me be your queen. That's what it was about, And they loved it.
So people love it now, and then you made the
In Between
continue.
Part 2. Right, and then not only that, it's really like a branding strategy. I want to be memorable, so if I stick with what I had going on before, then they be like, oh yeah, I know who that is,
Right. Okay. And that it's sound. We haven't heard Part 1 that well.
Okay.
But this one I've heard because you've been promoting it, and I went on the YouTube and watched it. I said, okay, it sounds good. So bring her on the show and hear from her. So like respect for forwarding today, right?
Yeah.
So she's talked about it's 2021, 22 now.
22.
And when you go in the studio and you record your songs, do you use any kind of effects? Are you an auto-tune artist?
For sure. I'm not going to say I'm an auto-tune artist.
Okay.
I love, really, when it goes down to mixing and mastering the song, I don't care if you bring it all the way down to the minimal, but it's something about when I'm recording and the feedback in my ear just contributes to the vibe at the moment for me. It helps me get more in my vibe. I like to hear the auto-tunes or the melodyne, happening while I'm recording for sure.
Okay. And most of the songs are recorded here in Florida here?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've recorded, all of my songs that I have recorded right now, I record them with Smoking Ass Chew. Y'all follow him. That was my engineer for that project. And I just always try to find a good studio. And then now my best friend at a single page, she's actually an engineer. She was working.
Female? You said she?
Female, she.
She, okay.
Yeah, and so that's my go-to right there. She knows what plugins I want. She know how I like it, so that's who I record with.
Okay, okay. And that endeavor. So, after all the years now, you're thinking now is your time to make it with the industry the way it is right now, or were you anticipating to make it before that and it just?
Well, of course, when you jump off the porch, you like, I'm about to make me a hit song, about to break through the charts, I'm about to break the radio. But then once you get educated on exactly the music industry, you learn that there's no such thing as an overnight success in the music industry. Everybody that you've seen, or one-hit wonders, or people that you see breaking through right now, they've been putting work in. It takes a couple years to even break the market or even get that certain type of visibility, because let's face it, everybody wants to do music, but how do we know you're serious? You have to show your audience and your fan base that you're consistent, and then they become consistent. So it's a process.
Did you ever go to American Idol and stuff?
I did, actually. I did go to American Idol. This was years ago, maybe 5 years ago when they came to Orlando.
Right.
I stood in line, went out there at 4 a.m. At the time I was a server. I went with 2 of my coworkers, And we stood in line for maybe like 6 hours. And I sung very well. And I actually got like a standing ovation from all the other people who were auditioning and stuff. But they told me they're looking for the next country singer. So it wasn't my season. They weren't looking for the next Fantasia or whatever. But it's just what it was.
So what type of music are you singing then?
I sing R&B. I actually I say R&V because I'm trying to create a whole new sound.
What?
R&V, rhythm and vibe instead of rhythm and blues. Because I don't like to sing about blues. I mean, I can, if that's what I'm going through at the time. But I really want to make like a vibe that you and your man can listen to in the car without him being like, turn this off. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I'm actually looking to branch into the gospel. I'm trying to branch into gospel inspirational.
Wrong. That sounds like probably your calling from day one.
I'm telling you, I really believe that. And I don't really want to make like a churchy music. I really want to make music that's relatable because I've gone through so many things in life. And, it's really for the average person going through real life things. Just inspiration for them, letting them know God still love them and the things. And my testimony, how he could bring you out. So that's what I'm working on.
Okay, well, congrats on the direction that you're choosing right now. It sounds like you know what you want.
Yeah, for sure.
The Queen has spoken. She said she wants this, that kind of man and all these things. So, I'm going to Shelly,
no, let's go. Let's shoot with your questions. You go right ahead.
Watch out, I'm going on the rest of them right now. Okay, hold on. I'm going to find the first because I get like whole heap. Okay. So a lady asked that she mentioned about that he's Right. Come on, see. Pull up the wrong thing and somebody cuss me. So she says that she asked about you. She said, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself. Oh, my phone just died. I see myself married for the second time.
Within 5 years?
Yeah, maybe pregnant.
You have kids now?
Huh?
You have kids?
No kids. Married, kids, hopefully with a couple broken records through the major platforms. I'm on all the major platforms right now, but breakthrough radio, television, even if it's just one song, I just want to impact one life, so that shouldn't take too much.
That shouldn't take much. You already said you had it with in between.
Oh, for sure, But there's I got a lot of platinum records in my pocket. Don't worry about it. See myself going back to school, maybe a nurse practitioner by then, and I see myself being very successful and highly favored and very blessed.
If you had to start over right now, start over from when you first recorded your first song, and you had to tell yourself something, you went back in time and had to tell yourself something, and it had to be one thing you had to tell yourself, what would you tell yourself?
Write at home, don't write in the studio.
You're saying go to the studio prepared?
Yeah, I lost a lot of money in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
trying
charges.
To create at the studio.
So you're saying this because of the charges that the studio's going to charge you?
Yeah, because you know that you just only paid for 5 hours, and here you are at hour 3 trying to figure out the hook. And then the engineer, he don't really give a damn, so he throwing off your vibes. Then, your best friend ain't come, the cameraman ain't come, your phone blowing up, your boyfriend just pissed you off, your vibes all off. Go to the studio prepared. Create at home, create wherever, in your car, wherever, and go to the studio ready to record.
That's great advice. I tell most of the artists, I say, before you forward at the studio, brethren, know the song. I make you understand if you don't know probably verse 3 well.
Right.
But at least have verse 1 and twice ready to go. You don't have that.
I'm telling you.
1 and twice.
well, what do you say for real?
Just make sure you have something ready to go, brother. Don't forward on. No, I'm not. No.
Yep, I believe that. Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much pressure. Man,
Right?
in the studio, it's all about vibes.
Listen, Ting, are you gonna take lessons? Because she's saying that makes them uncomfortable.
Oh
No,
yeah.
we can't. It's not our job.
You're getting paid.
Yeah, to press the recording button.
Oh my God.
And it's the equipment and all that.
That's just
right.
that's just the
That's the truth.
reality.
So if you need coaching, that's another job.
You got to bring somebody to the
Right.
studio with
So
you for all that.
You want an engineer for coach you.
You need
then-
what? Yes. Right. now he's too good to be helpful. He just
Move your
Well,
blood.
this is how I look at it. I think that for an engineer, when they first get in the game, they hungry. Like, this they passion. Then after hearing 100 million artists come to the studio and they ain't about shit, they just doing it for fun, they start to lose their passion for the music because of all the different artists that they're dealing with. So at that point, it just become about the money. All right, you ready? How that sound? You know, they done had to lie to so many artists. Yeah, that sound great. Let's move forward or whatever. They just don't
but
care.
that's why I say I be telling him, like, let me come and listen to these people, because I would tell him right on the spot, I don't like it. No, you need to do this.
And that's
I mean,
what we
please,
want.
Please and thank you. Can I please come and listen? Yeah, because
And
I
that's
will do
what
it.
we want. We want some
Yeah.
truth in the studio.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Okay. I don't think artists want the truth
It
right
don't matter
now
what they want.
because it's subjectable to the
If they can't
fans.
take-
There's
if they-
foolishness out there that's working.
Right. No, that's no
Yeah.
doubt that
Yeah.
music is subjective. Everybody has their own market, their own fan base. But when I'm in the studio, it's about I'm trying to put out a certain quality. So, you know, every artist kind of think they the shit at first. At first, you think you just the shit, but you need somebody to tell you, hey, that sound like shit. I think you should redo that.
Well, the
Matter of fact,
delivery.
I think you should throw the whole
Or
song
add
away.
this to it. Or maybe you should say this at that
Or
time.
you know what?
Change
I
that
like
around a
I
little
like
bit.
how you did that. Let's put some more energy in it. Let's do
Right.
it again.
Right.
Or you know what? I don't think you nailed that note. Let's do it again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that feedback.
I agree with those points, not
Yeah.
the song itself. I mean, I'll go
Now
tell
about the
somebody.
song itself, yeah. Now that's a little too touchy because, like I said, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Right.
You don't know what I was going
So-
through when
so
I wrote
I
this
don't
song.
know-
You know what I'm saying?
Queen just forward for the first time. He's like, that no sound good enough. Me don't know her. She not come back again. So really and true, me could have break her down and, you know, she don't feel happy with the quality work, even though
Right.
being honest,
Right.
you know. But anyway, so here's the question she had now, right? She said, so big up the person on this now. They said that they're going through an issue with their husband right now.
Audition.
An issue.
Oh, an
issue
issue.
with their husband.
All right.
The husband cheated on her.
Oh boy, divorce him.
And the reason, the issue that she has is that it was with one of her good friends.
Kill him.
So, is that the advice? Is that really the advice you give someone? The words of Queen is not from
No.
Pillow Talk.
I'm playing.
Kill him. So, she's trying to divorce the husband.
As she should.
And she's saying the years of friendship. So the friend calls her every minute and say, hey, I'm sorry.
No.
It was a
She
one
gotta
time.
go too.
So there's no, in your opinion, there's no
No.
friendship again. We're done. Not even sistering
No.
again.
If I
Nothing.
can't trust you around my man, no.
So you wouldn't tolerate cheating. You break up with him right away.
For sure.
There was another question that me and Tim actually debated on.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you
Bring,
know your
bring the
man,
telephone to you.
if you know your man is cheating, and his woman calls you, would you tell the woman yes, or would you lie and just keep lying if she calls you multiple times?
So okay. My man is cheating.
No.
Okay.
That your man has a woman. You found him with a woman. You like when y'all met, he had a woman. You knew that.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Not you.
Not you.
Yeah.
You're- Right.
I'm the side chick.
Yeah.
Right. You're the
right.
side chick.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so she finds out about you when she calls you.
Mm-hmm.
You tell her what the first time? When she calls you, what do you say?
What's up, babe?
To her?
Yeah, what's up?
So she calls, she asks you the question, hey, are you with my man? Yes or no?
Can we not be sister wives in peace?
So you telling her, yes, I'm with him.
For sure.
Now, are you telling her the
Even though
situation?
you knew about her, you're not surprised.
Yeah. Him. So Okay, so obviously she's a monogamous woman, right? But if I'm the side chick, then obviously I might be in the mindset that no man is monogamous. I know that men are born to be polygamous in nature, right? So with
what?
So with that being
So about there. You hear what she said? You have to deact. Go ahead.
So men are born polygamous, polyamorous, naturally, right? So I mean, when you get to a certain queendom, you kind of
not we agree. Please speak for yourself.
So I mean, this is not to downplay or talk down your mindset and how you may just be a monogamous woman, and that's fine. But I feel like when you get to a certain maturity as, a queen, you have to realize that men are naturally polygamous. That's just what they do. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. They're not women. They can have something going on with another woman with no feelings involved, no strings attached. Or maybe he's just in love with multiple women at one time. With that being said, you could, if he isn't carrying himself in a way to where his extracurricular activities are not under wrap and you don't figure him out. That's not my business. That's your business. I already know what type of man I'm dealing with. So you're the one in the dark. I'm not. And I'm not going to support him about being in the dark either. You should be a king about how you handling your business and told this woman from jump that you like to have multiple women. That's not my problem.
So you're okay with risking the relationship because he might not want to talk to you anymore because
yes, he will. Yeah.
She okay with it. So I'm gonna stay. Yeah. I would agree. It doesn't make no sense to me.
And not saying that I would ever be a side chick because any man that I get with, he gonna already know you might be polyamorous. I'm polygamous too. What's up?
So you think, in your opinion,
my opinion,
a man would forgive the woman if she told.
He gonna be a little salty.
Hold on, you're talking about the side girl.
Right? Would you?
Yeah, we're gonna upset. We're gonna upset.
We're going
definitely upset.
But you would talk back to her. You would get over it.
Yeah, because she already knows. So, as a matter of fact, my girl might be upset even worse. So I have to go back to she right now.
Now I'm main chick, and now me and him out at the club saying, "Damn, she fun."
Yeah, I have no choice, no.
Have a seat, sir. Have a seat. We want to hear what you have to say. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. I want to hear about other things. Yeah, because Ting is very Yeah. Make sure you get to the mic so everybody can hear you. But first we gotta introduce you. Part of Gold Star.
So Outcast Gold Star, yes.
Outcast. Okay.
Big up yourself. Thanks for joining.
Yes. Yes.
So I just want to public announcement. That's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea to.
What's not the good idea?
Tell the main chick about you being the side chick.
Relationship, side chick. What she did. You realize that everybody would do that now, right? So
wait, it's not a good idea to be.
So all right, he just said, right? If I'm hearing him correctly, hopefully I'm not.
No, I said. Let me correct what. Make sure you understand what I'm saying.
No, Shelly, you said, would you still deal with the side chick after she told?
Absolutely, yes, that's what I said.
And he said, yeah.
Yes.
No,
he
I
said he would have no choice because the main chick doesn't want him.
I said the main chick might not want me anymore.
Right.
So I may not have any choice but to find some girl.
So you only have two choices.
I was saying one of them.
That's part of the
problem. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So that's not a good idea.
All right.
Right?
Educate
side chicks, for all the side chicks out there, hello. Hey. I wouldn't advise you to blow that up. It may be worse on you. Because you had a good thing.
Make sure you're talking at the talkaphone.
You had a good thing. Whatever happened, keep it pushing like Shaggy. You deny everything. Right?
Okay.
It wasn't you.
Right?
Keep it that way. Don't think you're going to mess up this man's relationship and he's going to come running to you. That's not going to happen.
I agree with that.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
How you going to agree with both
but
of
hold
them?
on,
You
but
can't
hold on.
agree with both.
But hold on, because I feel like maybe he has a certain perception of what a side chick is. See, normally a man feels like his side chick is totally just 100% invested in him, even though she knows she's a side chick. So with that being said, her blowing up the spot is not putting anything in jeopardy for her because she has other options anyway. If she your side chick, you're not her main nigga. Please believe that.
Brother, main brother.
Brother, king.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you're just another option for her. If she's that type of woman who even carries herself to be in the position as a side chick, you have to put yourself in the minds of that mind frame of that type of woman. Right, like look at life from her point of view. Like she knows she's your side chick. Well, where do you think her morals are? Let's be real.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm talking about the entitlement of the side chick. So if you're defining yourself as a side chick and not his other woman, then there's a different definition. It's a different level.
Okay.
I'm saying to the fact is, trust me, man. Like you just said, you hit it on the nail. We not always as emotional attached.
Right.
And we can love multiple. We can only be in love with one. I'm speaking from just
experience
and perspective.
Yeah.
There's women that care for you that may not be your season right now, and it's unfortunate. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm already
in a situation. Yeah, you there already.
So it's not that you're bad, it's like an unfortunate situation. And it could be terrible for her because she only could love one man, or she only would be okay with him, regardless of whoever he's with.
Right.
Doesn't mean she's a bad person.
Right.
So it's if you're accepting the side chick name as, I'm the chick on the side. No, if you're the woman that he's dealing with other than his main woman, you got a different perspective, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? So you do have side chicks out there or how would you define the next woman that doesn't really care and have multiple men?
But that's the thing too. If you do already have other options, well, not you per se, but women.
Yeah.
If they do already have other options, why would they bother to tell her? Because he's not the main one anyway. So you really don't want him for yourself. So just tell her whatever so that...
Because this is the thing. Women stick together. It doesn't matter what man they're dealing with. I mean, women that I've encountered. I mean, there are some women who are just cutthroat out here. They're, whatever. But in actuality, women stick together. So, yeah, queen, I'm smashing him. Yes, queen, I'm his side chick. Because at the end of the day, yes, I might be messing with this man and I know I'm his side chick. That doesn't mean that I don't have any sympathy for you and your situation. But I'm the side chick because I know he has a main lady, and I obviously know that this man is not capable of being monogamous. You need to know that too.
But it could also be helping her because what she don't know won't hurt her, right? So maybe she's in a situation where she doesn't even probably work, or he is keeping the roof over her head. So if it helps her, women stick together just to tell her.
Well, okay, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, right? In the past, I have been in that situation, right? I kind of was in a relationship. I knew he was in a relationship. He was my side nigga. I was his side chick, right? Now, even though we weren't doing anything physically or whatever it may have been, we were emotionally involved because all we did was conversate, right? And we got found out by her, you know what I'm saying? And when she called, I have to be honest, I was not 100% honest.
He's your main dude and all he's giving you is conversation?
No, he wasn't my main dude. He was my side dude. And I was his side chick. He was in a relationship and it was a situation like that. She wasn't working. He was paying all the bills. You know, he a balling ass king who do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? So when the spot got blowed up, but honestly, the reason why I didn't just come out and tell her the truth because I had my situation. I didn't want her to go tell my business. So I had an ulterior motive for hiding the truth. But if I was single and I'm like, I would have probably been like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you answer? You have your question answered, sir? You're good? So
Shelly did mention something though. That I want to speak.
Go ahead.
Situations, right?
Right.
And there's also situationships, correct, right? And it's go both ways. I think Queen touched on it a little earlier about dominance right? In a relationship and what a man do and what a woman do. Some of the issues that men have with being honest is the sacrifice. There's a lot to have to deal with when you be honest, especially when you have kids.
Oh yeah, for
Because we've heard this saying before, nothing hurts more than a woman scorned, right? You
That's
get
for
an
sure.
angry black woman pissed off enough, she will go hell and back to try to screw you over.
Oh yeah.
And we have to deal with that. You have to deal with this balance of, look, I can be happy by being honest, but it's gonna hurt because of the truth. And what's gonna happen is, how would she take
Somebody have their hand up already.
right? But we're gonna get to this point, right? And this goes real deep, and it's probably another segment for this, but it goes real deep because men with multiple kids, they know the interior outcome is that is gonna be catastrophic on the pockets if they want to go that route, right? So you look at that and be like, yo, what do I do? Do I chill? Do I stay? Do I take on this? Or do I bear the burden of having to second, third, fourth job to maintain, hustle, because we know it's coming. Conversations like that happen, like, well, you can leave and just make sure you get those papers signed.
Well, the thing that I think that seasoned people learn is
Not seasoned. Okay, word choice, queen. Word choice.
is that you're always gonna get caught cheating. You will always get caught. So it's either you leave and pay 3 jobs, 4 jobs, but you're not gonna get away
Why
with
would
cheating.
that have to be the penalty if you're being a father to your child? Why would that be a penalty if you've always been in your child's life? Like I said, as a woman scorned, I may not be the greatest boyfriend or husband, but I'm a damn good father. Why should I have to pay the penalty for that? Because you're upset.
I don't think you should.
That's a lot. There's a lot.
I don't
a lot
think
of that.
you should.
A lot of good
let's
dudes
hear
out
from
Yes, Queen.
Miss Queen over here.
So let me tell y'all how you eradicate the whole situation, right? Because, and I'm going to hit a lot of old school points right here, and maybe my seasoned listeners can understand, all right? He talked about honesty, about a cheating. So here's the thing. If you were honest with yourself and that woman from the beginning, you wouldn't even put yourself in a monogamous situation because you already know that you're a man who likes to have his options, right? And about having multiple children and worrying about not the sacrifice of being honest, that's why you shouldn't be having children with women that you haven't married. Because you haven't made the ultimate sacrifice to that woman to begin with if you having children with her outside of marriage.
You have your hand raised, sir? Okay.
So,
right over there.
so here's the thing, and I respect your old soul mentality.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because I've listened on my way up, and I've listened while I was here.
Okay.
The times is real different right now, right? And a lot of women right now is not doing what grandma did, or even what mom did. They doing it totally different.
And that's unfortunate.
And for real, and when you look at the commitment men need to make, I just had a conversation with this guy the other day. All right, so we're gonna get this $60,000 wedding, right? And you got friends in the back. Okay, you hit yet? Nah. We waiting to marriage. We gonna wait to marriage, right? So how much the wedding cost? I think it's $80,000. She want $80,000 for the wedding. She wants. What big day it is for her? Biggest appreciation, in my opinion, a man can give a woman is a ring. It says,
For
look,
sure.
I want you to be one with me.
Right.
I want you to bear my last name.
Right.
I want you to hold on to these standards. And did she deserve it? Did she go through anything? Right? Because in traditional biblical, you don't, what's that word? Consummate, whatever. You don't do none of that before marriage. Right? So I don't even know if we rock well together.
Right.
I just know that, hey, I can't unreal this until I put the ring on your finger.
It must unreal.
Ring come with a price. It's not no regular ring pop ring you put 25 cents in and take it out of you.
Right,
No,
costs you some
it's a
money.
bag.
It's an
It
investment.
costs.
Right.
It's an investment. So, like I said, most men sacrifice.
I gotta step out for this.
Most men do these things for just wonder of what it's gonna be. Now, you think about relationships. You're not gonna get the whole kit and caboodle in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not gonna know everything about you in 2 weeks. It's gonna take some time. We're gonna go through some things.
You don't think that you look at a woman, because we talked about this, I think, last week. So yeah, okay, 2 weeks, fine. You're not gonna know everything. But you haven't been like, okay, let's say in the past, even if you've been fooled by it, even if you thought about it and you've been wrong after the 2 weeks, but you met a woman after, I don't know, 2 days, and like, damn, I like Shorty. I think I could marry Shorty. It's just a thought in your head. Wonder if she was my wife. Then later on, even if it changes, but after a couple days, you did like, you can see yourself.
Yeah,
with her.
let's hear from you right there. Has that been a thought in your mind?
That if I can be together or not be with her.
After 3 days.
After a couple days, like I could marry Shorty.
You feel like
I could
you
be with
can-
her all the time. I'd love to have her around and sport her, have her as my arm candy. She could be I could wake up next to her every day.
Yes.
After a couple days.
Well, I wouldn't say a couple of days. It's going to take a little bit more for me, but certain things I pick up with. Your mannerism.
Right.
How you
Definitely
carry
after
yourself.
30 days, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
kinda,
I wouldn't say I would go as far as say married.
right, but in your head, you're like, this,
I can say I can be with her.
right.
I can make this a relationship.
So you start changing your ways, and you kind of start like, stop answering
The
phone
link
calls.
down the phone calls then. So you'd have chiefs, woman, you get rid of one of them now. Because
I don't know about everybody else, but I've always did this, right? Because it's honesty has worked for me, right? For a long period of time, I'm not ready yet, and I said, listen, I'm not ready for a committed relationship. I can be honest with you about it. I don't have to share every detail, but I'm telling you that I'm not ready for a committed relationship.
Right.
A lot of times, the time we spent tells her that I'm feeling her out. Tells she could be in the same situation.
Right.
I don't hold you higher than me. If I'm not committed to you, I'm looking at you as not committed to me.
And I agree. I agree with that thing. I think that even if a man tells you he doesn't want to be in a committed relationship, he could be showing you different. You could have done something, and he's showing you that he said he don't want to be in a committed relationship, but he's at my house every day, or he wants to see me every day, or all we doing is talking on the phone all day.
Right.
I think, yes, I believe that that's possible, and she could have deactivated.
So that
Your
too,
thought process.
right? I mean,
Yes.
and
Yes,
like
I
rebound
think that's-
relationships
yes.
and stuff like that. Like you just broke up. How we gonna? No,
Right.
I don't even know you. This dude's still calling you. Give it some time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I asked a friend this one day, right? I know she just left, but she had mentioned something I wanted to kind of touch on. I said to a friend, and she's a close friend to me. I mean, to this day. I said, she asked me, she said, why you not married yet? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you should be. She's real traditional, biblical, and all that, right? And I'm like, and it was almost a debate about marriage. And that's when I had told her that I think the biggest appreciation a man could ever give a woman was a ring. And it'd be my last name, right? I said, so tell me something. Tell me what's so important about your 3-year marriage and what's so not important about my 10-year relationship.
10. You was in a relationship for 10 years and you ain't married her?
That was the example.
That was the example. Example. It's an example.
Queens, if he ain't talking about marriage after the first year, it's time to pack up and go.
Word.
Right? No, well,
Word.
We don't agree with that on this side.
wait, I was just
On
saying.
on their side, I agree with
This
it on my
side,
side.
the
I'm telling you.
But
You ain't gotta force him, tell him nothing, you just leave.
No, but
right,
think about
Shelly.
it. Think about it. I
Shelly.
said, I asked her the question. I said, what was so different? We live together. She loves me. I love her. You have a symbol of love, and you guys say you love each other. We have no symbol. We just have the trust, the affection. We have everything like that. You think about it. A lot of guys don't like to put titles on some things. It doesn't change anything. It just sometimes feel like
He
women
need to
get
be
more
at home with his
power.
mama.
But you just said it.
Why
yourself.
matter though? Why can't just
No,
stay home
but
by
I'm so
himself?
confused because you said
could do
the
that
biggest
too.
thing a man can give a woman is the ring.
The biggest appreciation.
The
yeah.
biggest appreciation. And yet, somebody that's been in a relationship for 10 years neglected to give that woman that appreciation. It's a problem.
Because, but that's not his fault.
I
that's
agree
her
that's
fault.
the problem. It's her fault for staying.
Yeah, poor queen.
She did not deactivate.
She did not. She did not know her value. She did not know what to demand for her time.
What was so important about her 3-year marriage and my 10-year relationship?
Is she was appreciated.
So in 10 years,
They got divorced?
No, I'm just saying, in 10 years, they probably still together, but they're just not married. You got people that don't believe in marriage.
He showed her appreciation.
So, no,
just like what you said.
So appreciation is the symbol of the ring. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So you agree?
Forget appreciation.
I
It's
agree.
respect. Respect. You're showing me that you can't live without me. You don't. It's ownership. You don't want another man to have me.
We live together and we are together. Because in a relationship,
that's that queen's fault. She should have never even moved in with you until she got a promise ring that you had intentions to marry her.
So let me ask you this. I don't want to.
until you get a ring.
I'm
Me know some time against you. So
no cohabitation without
I don't want to take
some real commitment.
No, yeah, ask some questions. Yes. So I just want to ask this question here. When you decide to be with somebody, isn't it because of love?
No.
No, you don't. Is that love why you're with somebody? Well,
That's
why
not why
marriage
a woman. That's not why a seasoned.
Why does a woman decide to marry a guy then?
Security.
Okay,
respect.
so hold on, I run it fast. So if he respects her, he's taking care of everything she's asked. He's the man of her dreams, as in everything physically, emotionally. He's doing everything. He's just not ready to marry you. You're willing to put that all aside. Within a year time, I say I'm gone because of that one thing. Okay.
Yes, because we're not on the same page.
We're not going to go back. Come here.
I just want to say something.
Right.
My pastor told me
in
counseling
all right,
that you don't get married for love, right?
Okay.
It's God first, and then you follow love.
Right.
Once you have him, and the love comes after. So I just want to put that in there when you say...
No, I'm just asking.
Yes. It goes deeper than that. I don't want to
the whole
thing. But yes.
We have a question there, and then everybody can answer. So Valentine's is forwarding, right? And we know, like we said, it's a woman day. You're a single woman right now. You meet a guy on the internet.
Single.
You're not?
She didn't say she was single.
I never said I was
single.
single.
I thought, okay, so if you was a single woman, and a guy forward no and said, hey, in your DM, and he's trying to get with you and everything like that. The day of Valentine's Day, which is this week, so you just, got to know him or whatever like that. Do you expect a gift?
Yes.
Yes? What you say? Would you expect a gift?
No, I don't expect a gift.
Okay. What you say? Would you buy her a gift?
Yes.
Yes. And okay, so what's the reason to buy another gift?
It's Valentine's Day.
Just because of the day itself?
I think it's going to be more of an issue if she doesn't get one.
Okay. So the day itself has dictated. So society has dictated that men have to just buy a gift.
Oh, reality has dictated it.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Even though I don't expect a gift,
it's a nice gesture.
Right.
I
still might put you in a certain position because I never got that gift. So
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Right.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you don't get me, so you tried to acquire me a week before Valentine's Day, and you know what season it is, right? So if you don't get me a gift for Valentine's Day, at that point, you're showing me your level of interest in me.
That's yeah.
I would say this.
Okay, I'm listening, sir.
I would say you are creating something that's not in your best interest if you don't. Now, again, the type of woman. Some women will realize, look, we just met Tuesday. It was nice that you got me a card. It's a beautiful card, and it tells you, hey, as we move forward, I'm looking forward to such and such. Right. Sentimental is good too. It doesn't have to be a crazy value where, oh, I go get this bag and you got this diamond ring and we met 2 days ago.
No. Right.
What? No, I mean,
maybe
again,
even just dinner and some flowers.
You're dealing with a woman, right?
That's still costing money. Dinner and flowers.
I mean, what is the cost, right?
I mean, because a lot of guys even, I don't know, seriously, they go to the club, they spend bottles, or they gamble.
We're talking about that day.
You know, so if
that's
you
what he loves to do.
If that man wants to gamble, let me try to get this woman.
Okay.
You put $40 in a cologne in a card. You gamble for it. It's a loss. You didn't work out. I don't think it's no big deal. I really don't think that's a big deal.
It's really not. And not only that, one thing that ladies have to understand is when a man is, we're talking about a man who has good intentions for you. We're not talking about just.
Right. Somebody wants to use
We're talking
you.
about a man who has good intentions for you and sees he wants to do something with you, right? When a man is serious about acquiring you or courting you or whatever, he's from off the bat, he's trying to sell himself to you. He's going to show you all that he has to offer. If this man ain't rolling out the red carpet for you, queen, you ain't the one. So you might as well not even waste your time.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day, you got to be impressive. You got to be romantic. You got to do something. I mean, if you're dating her and it happens to fall in that date, you expect her not to see you?
And if I don't get a call that day, you on the block list.
So definitely for 7 years y'all been dating, you ain't the one. He doesn't want you, sis.
Well, so 7 years. Yeah,
after 6 months of dating, because like I said, a man knows from the jump, day one. If he wants to marry you or not. Yes, I said a man knows day one.
I agree.
If he want day one.
You didn't tell her, but you have it in your head. If you're someone that wants to be married.
We have time. I wrote in a
day one, a man knows if he wants to marry you.
Gotcha.
Subconsciously, he knows, oh yeah, that's wifey. Okay? So within 6 months, if that man has not talked about moving you in, doing something where conjoining your lives together, talking serious intentions, move on. Do not waste your time. Amen. We are not men. We are actually running on a clock. You guys don't care. You guys can marry a 21-year-old at 60 years old if you are able to. We don't have that same luxury. Queen, do not allow a man to waste your time. After 6 months, say you're in a long-distance situation. After 6 months, if he ain't talking about relocating you, it's time to dip. If he ain't talking about moving where you at, it's time to go. If you ain't met his mama, you don't know his best friend, his middle name, his last name, his child, well, it's so secure, he gotta go.
But you also hold up. You also have to be a valued woman, though. You can't.
And this is what I'm talking about. I am a queen. I am a certain quality type of woman. I am independent.
She's speaking for herself.
I have a career. I can pay my own bills. I live a very nice a life, a style of quality on my own. I don't need a man to make that happen for me. He is an accessory. If he wants me to be his accessory, he need to come with it. Period.
So just want to correct that for these women that may think that, hey, after 6
even
months...
Even the unvalued women, they not changing.
I'm saying,
so
though, listen,
after 6 months, they
Shelly,
too.
Shelly, we're talking about wife material,
we have time,
right?
Let me try to get you this.
We're talking about wife material, right? We talking about
but
the
I
woman
said
that's
that earlier.
Why would a woman that doesn't have any value, even if let's say for some reason she's garbage. I'm just saying it quick.
I'm just saying, though.
She shouldn't stay either if she's looking for a husband. She needs to find somebody that likes her garbage in her.
Right. Well, no. That's not true. Queen, you have to know your value. This goes back to when we were talking about the 50-50 thing. Know your value. Reevaluate yourself. If you want a certain type of man, it might be time to go back to school, queen. It might be time to get in the gym. It might be time to surround yourself with the type of women that have the men that you are trying to acquire. Come on now.
You got to have a drive. You want ambitious.
Don't settle.
So let me just ask this question.
Don't settle.
Do you feel that the mentality that you're speaking of right now is the minority or the majority?
Minority, for sure.
Okay, so...
Because we're living in the generation of city girls, and it's just unrealistic.
Okay, so if that is the minority of the thought, that means that means the man them over there is going to go with the majority, right? And your thought would be...
That is exactly why these morals and these principles that we speak about, that I speak about, are so hard to find, but they are out there.
Yeah, I agree that you can find honest and good women. So, anyways, so me have to get back to the artist part, because we brought Miss Queenie here.
Thank you for your time.
So, Mr. Digga, big up yourself. Thanks for joining the show. Yeah. So. So yeah. Go ahead and shift it. So, all right. So before we leave, because time is against us, and I know
Okay.
we don't want to wait here. So we're gonna need something from you.
Talk
We
to me.
need an acapella.
Okay.
Right, so-
what we singing a cappella?
The people might not know your voice. It sound good. The songs sound good.
Okay.
But normally live sounds better. Right? So
Okay.
you know if
Oh,
you
for
can actually
sure.
sing. So if all the record companies are here, let's tune into Pillow Talk right now. All the producers out there. This is her audition. She said she went on, what was that
American
show?
Idol.
American Idol. And she said, hey, she did
took
that
a L.
job. So let's
They
pretend
did.
we're on American Idol right now. So let me introduce to you people for one of the first times in the place right now. We're gonna bring to you Queenie Logic on stage right now. Take it away.
So, okay, I know I gotta take it away, but let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Do I sing an original or what y'all want me to
Anything
sing?
you want. Anything you want. Just wow us. That's what we're here to do. Be wowed right now. Hold
Okay.
on. Just video this for me. Video this because our phone never let work. Yeah, make we hear it.
Okay. Oh, I got to think on the swivel. He just put me on the spot, y'all. Original.
All right, so she's going to think about it for a second. I'm going to make her think about it for a second.
Well,
here.
you get your phone ready and you.
While I get, because you're a scam ready either,
Who told you that?
then get it ready then. So, like Mr. People, we're interviewing Queenie. Her name is Logic. Like you can check her out on, give me your Instagram.
Instagram, Only Queen Logic. TikTok, Only Queen Logic. Facebook, Only Queen Logic.
You do
Go to-
TikTok?
Oh, yeah. Go to my website, onlyqueenlogic.com. It's got all the links to all my media. Everything is there. Check me out. Q on Track ENT here and see what you think and feel.
All
Is
right.
that a wedding band?
No, this is a promise ring to myself, actually. Yeah.
All right, so that means we distracted you for a little bit,
Okay.
and you're supposed to be ready by now.
All right.
So, like I said, this is gonna be a cappella, and you just do what you feel like and make us feel happy around here.
All right, so earlier we was talking about in between the first, right? So it's all about the vibe. You gotta let it ride. If we mix well, then you know I'm gonna let you come inside. Take your time with me. Put it on repeat. We've been playing, we've been waiting. Now it's time to see. Can I roll all your blunts for you? Can I count all these rags for you? Can I know your dreams? Can I be your queen? You got my mind on sprung. It only took you once. Your pressure was so lethal. I took a fatal punch. Now all I think is you. What you gonna do? I done forgot the words of my own song. Now it's time to see. Can I roll all your blunts for you, baby? Dee. Follow me on Instagram.
Mad.
YouTube, all
Oh no,
that shit.
mad. I think I'm the first acapella we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the first acapella. Normally we do people rhythms and we do your beat and everything.
Why
but-
didn't you play the beat? I'm surprised I was waiting for
No,
you to come
I
in.
heard her voice earlier. I was like,
It's
wow,
beautiful,
yo,
yeah.
that's just so good. So
Thank
let's
you. I
hear
appreciate
acapella.
that.
Right.
I appreciate that.
So give them what's your future projects coming up for you?
Oh man, I'm getting ready to. Well, I was supposed to drop a song on my birthday, which was Energy. But I'm going to be dropping a new song.
I
every
apologize.
month.
I
Go ahead.
saw the Instagram. Your Earth Strong. Her birthday was the other day. It's happy birthday on that.
Thank you very much, Aquarius
Happy
Queen.
birthday.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am another year. I'm not gonna say how old. I'm another year strong. I'm very happy about that. But I'm dropping a new single every month. I'm not dropping any albums yet. I have a lot of songs in the vault that I need to just drop. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also working on, like I said, my first gospel single. So y'all stay tuned for that. And just, I'm open to doing features. I'm about to do some more live, open mics and things of that nature. Y'all follow me. Stay tuned with what I got going on.
Great.
What you say? Well, Queen, big up yourself. Thanks for forwarding your so.
Thank you.
Is there any shows coming up with you that we can go out and see?
Not on the calendar, no.
Not on the
Because
calendar?
I just Well, I'm a nurse now. I've been a nurse maybe for like 6 months now. I've been working like crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I've been working like crazy, but I'm definitely.
I wanted to ask you, but Ting always tell me, don't be asking. And these people, they're artists. That's all they work on is music. I'll say, okay, I'm not gonna ask.
My music is my passion, but I went to school to be a nurse so that I could set a solid foundation for me to do that stress free. So that's what I got going on now. It's up and it's stuck.
So Queenie, again, thanks for forwarding. Happy Earth Strong. Enjoy the rest of the month, the rest of the week with you. Valentine's Day, she already made us, told you what to do for guys.
Yes.
So it's up to you to take that advice or not.
I'm telling you.
Digga said it only can help. Shelly said only can help.
You can't lose.
Yeah, you can't lose. Can't lose. So spend a little money. It not costing on.
Right.
Dinner and a movie, I don't know about that, but buy the card. $22 card, may I agree with that.
Yes.
Stop it! Stop it! Calm down.
A nice little card, right?
The one that sing
even
and
though one
shit, not no
rose, they're selling
$2
the
card.
one rose on the side of the street.
Come on.
And give her a call.
And give her a call.
Do something
Give
thoughtful.
her-
Come on now.
Give her a call. Give her a call. Okay,
Guys,
so
please
hold on.
subscribe.
Let me ask her one question.
Okay.
What's the best Valentine gift you've ever gotten?
I ever got?
Yeah, you ever gotten.
Not
Or the most memorable.
expensive.
Memorable.
I said not the most expensive.
I said memorable.
The
Give
one
me
with
a
the
memorable.
most quality that was like,
memorable.
dang.
Like, yes, this is a memorable moment.
I guess that would be like it was a, I don't know what it was. It was like it was in a plastic box and it was see-through and it was like little teddy bears and flowers in it and you hit a button, it lights up and sings. That's like the best one I ever got. And it wasn't that expensive either.
Wow, we was going to say a trip to somewhere, but if
It
that's...
probably was the man that made it impressive.
We
My
can't...
best Valentine's Day
Never see
gift?
about people. It's PIllowTalk. Bless up each and every morning. I come check us live. Shelly, tell him.
Please, guys, subscribe,
Yeah,
comment,
comment.
and
Say all of these things
share
too.
the YouTube page. Please.
Queen Logic, big up yourself. Follow our music out there. So buy it. Buy it. Help our boss. Cause we want to see artist boss. Yeah.
Yes.
So big up yourself. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
PIllowTalk.
Good night.
PIllowTalk.